What's going on, shipmates? Chief Jose Salas here, retired. Before you ask about the hair, my daughter asked me to grow it out now that I'm retired, and I haven't had hair in the 22 years that I was in the Navy, so I thought I'd give it a whirl. It does get crazy hot here in San Antonio, Texas, so I'm not sure I'll be able to make it through the summer, but we'll see what happens. A little bit about me. I did 22 years and some change as a Spanish linguist. I rode ships my first tour, did some shore duty, then I flew for about 7 years, and then finished up with the joint commands and more shore duty. So that's a quick, brief history of mine. Now that I'm retired, one of the things I miss the most is my interactions with the sailors, the mentoring, the training. I was really big on training and, professional and personal growth for my sailors. I still get a lot of questions from sailors, even the ones that have gotten out, and programs that they didn't know about and how they could have done things different when they were in had they known. So I thought I'd create a mentorship channel, and I'm hoping y'all will subscribe, ask me as many questions as you want. I mean, all this feedback is for you guys, but I really miss the mentoring and the camaraderie, so that's why I started this channel. With that being said, a lot of questions I get now are, hey, I'm new to the Navy, what should I do? Or my kid's about to join the Navy, what should they do? The first thing I tell everybody is start an I Love Me binder, okay? Go get you a 3-ring binder and start putting every accomplishment that you do in that binder, okay? Nobody's gonna care about your career more than you. So you should have a binder that says how much you care about your career. After that, I tell everybody, get to whatever command you're going to be, doesn't matter what your rating is, and start on your PQSs. Start on the most basic PQS or JQS, JQR, whatever they call it at your command, and get hot. You want to get qualified as fast as possible, learning as much as possible. It's not just, oh, I got qualified in record time. I did my PQS in a month and now I'm God's gift. That's not the case. When you're learning your PQS, you need to learn. You need to be good at your job. All right, that's priority number 1. After you get good at your job, start finding out what the next step is. Is there another PQS higher? Is there a supervisor? Is it DC? Is it 3M? Whatever the steps are, that's what you need to follow, okay? And a lot of PQSs or JQRs, whatever, they might have a requirement that you need to be a PO3 or a PO2, whatever. If you're really good, submit a request sheet. Make the command tell you no, because if you are that good, there's a good chance that they'll say yes, and you can keep furthering your education, right? Next step after that is warfare. Whatever the warfare pin you can get at your command, you should get it. When I was coming up, the best thing in the world was to have that chest candy to where it showed that you were a qualified operator. So once you're eligible, start working on your pin. Okay, now, so you've enrolled in whatever your training is, and you're going through the training, you're getting a lot of OJT, and maybe the training PO or the supervisor there is telling you, hey, this is how we do business, which is great. That's great training, okay? Learn as much as you can from those people. One of the things you have to keep in mind, though, when I tell everybody, you'll never be able to say, Chief told me, PO2 told me, CTI1 told me, and that's why I got it wrong and messed up. That's just not going to hold up, all right? So you need to go to your references. All your PQSs, JQRs, all have little reference guides with them. Know the reference. See it in writing, okay? If anything ever comes up, that's going to be the first thing somebody comes to you. Where does it say you can or can't do that, or how you should do what you just did? And if you can show them in writing, they're going to have to think twice about what to do in that situation, because you're probably right? If you went by the regulation, it's really hard to fault you for getting something wrong. If you try to say, oh, well, I was watching YouTube and Chiefy Salas said I should do X, Y, Z, they're going to be like, I don't know who the hell this Chiefy Salas is, but he clearly guided you wrong. and you're in trouble. Okay? So please learn from the person training you, but always verify. You'll hear it your whole career: trust but verify. Listen to the person, but see where it says that in black and white that is really giving you the permission or guidance as to do whatever it is you are doing on the ship, on the aircraft, at your command. Okay? Follow the references, know your references, and ask questions. I can't stress that enough. You have to ask questions. Don't be that person that's scared to ask a question, all right? We're in the military. You can't have that mentality anymore. You need to be able to say, hey, you know what? I don't know what it is. I forgot what that is. I know you showed me yesterday, but I don't remember. Show me again, please. You might get crap for it, but let me tell you, it's better to get crap for it and learn and know it for the future than it is to not ask that question, be the only one left in the office when the skipper or the XO or somebody else comes in and is like, hey, I need some information, and you're just sitting there like looking like a dummy. All right? Ask the stupid questions when you're getting the training. Okay? Always ask questions. Always ask questions. Listen to me, I can't stress this enough to you guys. You have to ask the questions. All right, so I'm going to try and keep these videos short, but to summarize some of the things you do as soon as you get to your command, get you to I Love Me binder. You're going to put in that thing, whatever is in your division officer's records or DOR. If it's good enough for your DOR, it's good enough for the I Love Me binder. Quals, request chits, awards, page 2, any information you might need quick access to for an eval or anything like that should be in your in your DOR, and it should be in your I Love Me binder. Okay? After that, get qualified, learn as much as you can. All right? Ask questions, know your references, your guidelines. Okay? And then in closing, please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and if you have any questions. I shoot it pretty straightforward. I can give you what Chiefy Salas thinks, what your command might be thinking, you know, or just a general overview on whatever the situation is you're going through. I'm trying not to get too far into the weeds on regulations or program specifics, because a lot of that has to do with your command. And once again, you need to read the regulation, and then you need to run a request chit, because every command does things differently. So even though a regulation may say one thing, your command may interpret that another way, and I can't help you there. I can guide you to the regulation and let you know what I know about it and my experience in dealing with it, but I can't speak for your command. So this channel is meant more for your, hey chief, I'm dealing with this issue, what do you think? Or what is a good way to, you know, go about educating myself with TA or Navy Cool, or, you know, what JQRs should I be looking at, stuff like that. Ask those types of questions. I can give you a little bit more feedback. But if you're going to dive into the weeds with a program, I'm just going to point you to your program manager for that and the regulation. So, all right, shipmates, let me know what you think, and look forward to the next one.